Hi friends, this is Bilal Heather and this is the 14th part of the video series, and in this video part um, I'm going to talk about comments. Okay, I should have talked about them earlier, but it's good to talk about them now because from the very next video part we'll be starting coding. Okay, we'll start talking about game objects, cameras, and we'll start writing code. Okay, but before we start writing our codes, we must talk about comments because comments are very important. um, and as you can see here, this line here, which you can see here when you create a new project, a new script like this, it comes with this template code, and it this line which you can see here is a comment. A comment is something which is not part of the code, which does not have any functionality, but it does help other coders or for you to understand what that code is doing. Okay, let's say you are working on a project which is, and there are let's say about 10 more people working on the same project, and you're making some very cool game, and during that project, while you are doing those that project, you have to share your code with your other members, which with your peers which are currently working on the same project. You have to share your code with them. If you will not write comments there in your code, they might not be able to understand what your code does. Okay, so this this simple comment can help other coders in your peers to understand your code, about what that particular code is doing. Let's say you have written some 1000 lines of code here, and you didn't added any single comment here. Okay, and when you will hand over your code to other developers which are working on the same project, they might be wondering what you have done here, what this line of code is doing here, what this piece of code is doing, what's the purpose of this. Okay, so they might not understand that, and hence they will call you, and you will feel embarrassment. Yeah, you will feel embarrassed because um, you might also forget what this code is doing. Yeah, because it's very tough job. Coding is very tough. You also forget your own written code. You also forget that because when we are doing serious programming, there are hundreds and thousands of lines of code, and sometimes we do forget what that piece of code was doing there and what was its purpose. Okay, so it's always a best practice to use comments. Like here, they have created this function which is start, and they also written this comment here that use this for initialization. Okay, so they are instructing us to use this function for initialization, like setting our variables for to be used in update function. And they have also written this comment here that this update function is executed or called once per frame. Okay, so they helped us actually to understand these functions. Okay, so later if you will write some code like void walk, you create a function like this. You should write a comment like here: this function makes your character walkable. It's not very tough, it's just one line, and when you write it, you'll help other coders, and you will help yourself to understand what you have written. Okay, and there is one more method of writing comment, and that is using this forward slash and star to start comment, and star and forward slash to end your comment. Okay, you can write your comment here and it will not affect your code at all. Okay, you can write your name here, and you can write your email address here. Just like that. It's very simple. I mean, there is this one way, which is one line comment. If your comment is just a simple line, you can use this notation where you will use 2 forward slashes and followed by your comment. And if your comment is multi-line, or it's a description of your code, like if you have written like 20 lines of code here and it does something very complex, then and you want to make a note of that thing, of what that code is doing, and it's not just one line but a paragraph, so you can use this notation here to use a multi-line comment. Okay, so I guess this was all about comments, and even if you don't write comments, it's not very bad actually, but your code will still work. But it's very good practice that you do write comments, because it will help you later in your life. And if you want to share your code with other friends, or if you're working on a project, then it might help other developers also. Okay, so this was pretty much all about this video part. I hope you liked it. Please feel free to share your comments, your reviews under the description of the video. And if you have any requests or anything you want me to do for you, you can also write me an email on my email address. Okay, so this was pretty much all about this video part. See you next time.